And we are live, boys. Welcome to more stream. My name is Indez, and today I'm gonna bring you guys some spicy react. We have Echo, we have Crane with a new potential grab meta. I kind of want to see like what he's been cooking. It's been in vacation, so I'm kind of like super curious to know. Also, we're gonna check Misery. Should we still be playing Diablo Immortal? So it's something that he said like a few months ago that I want to go and I want to see if it confirmed or if it's like just a trend, just a typical trend. So after that, we're gonna go and we're gonna go back to the PvP. I'm enjoying the hell out of like this new Oda build that it's not new for many, but it's new for me, and that's what it matters, right? It's the first time I'm actually playing the chains Ota, and now with the new shoulders, it just makes it great. So with this in mind, we're gonna go into the first react. We're gonna go and see what Echo is gonna say, because I really enjoy, like, I know like Echo gets like sometimes a bit of like bad stigma from the community, etc., but I like him, man, and I like the that he brings like news, he brings like leaks and these things. When it comes like to knowledge of the game, I mean, it is what it is. Like, some people know more about the game or less, but it's a good channel to definitely stay informed, and I kind of like that. So welcome, Filipinas. Hello. How are you doing? Also, Salon, Indez is live. Thank you. You made my days more fun with your streams. I am glad to hear that, man. Also, definitely, these streams also make my day happier for sure, even though it creates a lot of anxiety before I come live. Besides that, it's completely fine. Yo, hello, Elias, welcome. So chat, today we are on a timer because today around in what, like let me make the math, like, yeah, in about like 2 hours and a half, so probably it's gonna be a bit less than 3 hours. We're gonna go, not we, I'm gonna go and have a dinner with my family. So until like we're gonna end up the stream around like my 7:30 here in Portugal. So we have about like 2 hours and something, enough to go and check. Oh, that it is. There's Crane. Welcome to the stream, man. So we're gonna check Echo, then we're gonna check Misery, and then we're gonna check Crane, and afterwards we're gonna do some PvPs, have some fun. I'm enjoying a lot like the new build. So let's dive into Echo. And also remember, chat, now we have here on top, if you guys do even if it's like the smallest super chat, 99 cents or 1 cent, whatever it is, your name is gonna appear. That, of course, like, then whoever is the person that wants to support the stream a bit more is gonna be replaced. But that's a new mechanic that we have here on the stream. So any support, it is appreciated. But above all, I appreciate that you guys are here, you guys are watching the stream, you guys follow, and above all, that's the most important thing. Any advice about build and set item? Yeah, just go and check like my newest video. Like, it's literally here. I feel like, not even joking, I feel like this might be one of the easiest builds that you guys can play to climb to legend. It's not even like I play this build and I say, okay, this is actually probably like super easy, So just go have some fun. This is the one I actually can put here on the channel here. This is like definitely for me. So from what I played, all the builds I played. So for example, I really enjoy the Ota Stomp, and I also really enjoy the Pit Breaker. Both of them are very nice, but I see like a lot of people are flaming bad barbs because they come and like the pit puts like a circle of rocks around you, and your teammates cannot get in, like, or get out. It doesn't matter which side it is. So you kind of need to use a bit of brain to not lock, or like, to not kill your teammates. So usually when you're playing the PvP in this game, you're only focused on the enemies and you pretty much ignore most of the times your teammates. But with this build, you kind of have to pay attention to both. And I know that a lot of people sometimes, this is actually nice, because if you don't like a guy, if you don't like him, literally you can just pit the shit out of him and you gotta annoy him in BGs, and you're probably gonna make him die a lot of times. So it is a fun build, so it can be used in a good way or the bad way, depends on the one. But no, overall, I just enjoy so much how much fun are we having as Barb. And right now we have even here like Crane came out to like with a grab Barbarian. I mean, I tried grab Barbarian. I didn't find out like you know, a very like efficient build around it, but I really enjoy the grab, like, because you can, it's like Poppy from League of Legends. So I really enjoy that skill, but it was lacking something on the build. So I want to see like what he actually cooked up. And then, so chat, it's time. It's time to go. It's time to start. Let me drink some water before we do this reaction. Okay, man, look at this. Echo, like, you guys, I don't know, man. 1,500 views in 3 hours, which is impressive. Okay, but more impressive to me, it is 120 likes, bro. This is a lot. This like the ratio, it's nuts. Okay, so people really like I know like some people don't like, but like a lot of people like Echo. So okay, chat, it's time. So let me prepare. So let's now react to Echo once again. The good and bad news in Diablo Immortal. I want to see what he has to say about this, because I am very excited for the new update, and I know you guys are also. So let's watch and see what he has to say.
You're trying to decide if I start with the good news or if I hit you guys with the bad news today.
Bad news always first. Are you guys a bad news or good news first? I feel like bad news first is always better.
But I'm a pretty positive guy most of the time, so we'll start with the positive things first.
You know, I listen. It is starting with a positive for, you know, to leave the cliffhanger, because he knows that everyone wants to know the negative ones, and so he's gonna make us watch the positive, and then he's not gonna drop the bomb.
First of all, I'm feeling great today. I don't know what it is, but I'm just feeling.
It's looking good.
Like I'm ready to tackle the day and to have a really good one.
That's awesome.
Hopefully you guys are feeling the same and are ready to just slay your day, have some fun inside of Diablo Immortal, kick it at work, have a good time at school. So positive vibes to all of you. I appreciate all you guys coming to the channel all the time and supporting.
Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah.
Other good news, and in other good news, we did get this promo code as of yesterday. I put out an exclusive.
By the way, this promo code, for no surprise of anyone, is not a good promo code. Let's be honest. Like, I got more excited that we got the 3 sapphires and 3 aquamarines than I actually got excited that we got the legendary crest. I feel like if you're gonna do like a Lich King promo code, come on, man, just give us something a bit more exciting. Like, we need to have like something a bit more exciting. Like, I'm gonna show you what is inside so you guys know. So this is literally the promo code. A mystery legendary item. Okay, moving on.
The video as soon as I saw this so that no one would miss out on the opportunity. It's still not too late. Code Lich King inside of the game gets you some pretty cool rewards, which I can share with you right here.
Oh, he's going to show.
Take a look. You're going to get an email once you redeem it, and
see,
these are the rewards that you'll receive: a legendary crest, a legendary piece of gear, 3
it's not that
of
much.
the sapphires, and 3 of the aquamarine gems.
Okay, I hope he says that he wishes that we had you know, like the codes will be a bit better. I feel like if you do a 20th anniversary, I feel like the redeem code should be like, I don't know, 3 legendary crests at least, man. And maybe just give us like some dust, put some XP, just something else more. And why don't you just make like a few more mystery legendary items? Like, nobody cares about these, man.
Nothing massive, nothing huge, but still a nice reward that you get just from just from being part of the Diablo Immortal community. Now, I guess we need to dive into the bad news. By the way, I am rocking my...
Okay, so chat, we are 1 minute into the video, and this is all the good news. This is all the good news that we have for Diablo Immortal, okay? We still have 7 minutes of bad news. That's how it is. That's how I like.
My, headless cosmetic. It's available for 30 days. And although I don't think it's my favorite, like I would prefer to have my head on. I think it looks better on.
This one is definitely the worst one. I feel like once you unlock the third one is the one that I'm using. The one like bluish, greenish one. You know what I'm talking about? That's for me like the best one, like 100%.
I'm rocking this because
this one I didn't like.
Something different, and it's only available for limited time, so we'll use it, right?
I'm not a fan of like gore, so getting like a lot of blood splashing on my head brings me back to my infancy whenever I saw like my grandma cutting the heads of chickens, because I come also I'm half of my family is like from the city, the other half is like from the village. So killing chickens, rabbits. No, I used to have a rabbit, and one time I went back there, and my grandma said that, you know what, the rabbit like he just passed away or something like that. And I am sure on that day I ate rabbits. So it is what it is. They also had cows, they had pork, they had like, it was like a small the house, it was like decently sized, but then you had like this field with animals. So I grew up around animals, so that was kind of nice.
Okay, now speaking of a limited time, you like how I'm transitioning here. When we go to our events, and this is the bad news that I was talking about, I came over. Oh, by the way, we're Fallen Citadel. We can collect a little bit there. This is very easy and nice to run
you
through.
just log in on this.
Bad news, Winds of Fortune. Yes.
Winds of Fortune is creating such a massive backlash, man. You know what? I think that the only thing that I will say, chat, it is, I like the 24 hours. The only thing I don't like is going offline. But if you guys remember, on the 2nd anniversary, we had this for 3 days. Out of those 3 days, that's like 72 hours. I think I farmed open world for like 50 at least. I slept like very less, and then I still had to do like some shadow wars and something in the middle. So me, Monek, Tony, and Juliandra, which is like us four, we farmed like so much, man. Like, hours and hours and hours. I think I boost my gear for like, I don't know, 21 to full 24, something like super stupid. I don't recommend at all. It was kind of nuts. So if you guys want to know what it is, the best things you guys can do with this, activate the buff on the weekend, because that's when you most likely gonna have more time, like especially if you work, if you have family. And during Friday, Saturday, or Saturday and Sunday, just try to spend the time of this buff the max as you can in open world. That's literally my best advice to you guys.
Yesterday, I was
what's up, everyone in the chat?
When you click the start button for Winds of Fortune, it starts running the timer only when you have the game running, meaning you would have 24 hours of actual play time to accumulate these rewards. So what I actually did yesterday is I didn't just open world farm. I didn't have a ton of time to play. So I was like, okay, I'm going to do my bounties, and I'm going to run my dungeons. I'm going to run some extra dungeons, and then I'm going to turn off the game, and I'm going to preserve my 24 hours of gameplay, because I didn't want to do any like light farm.
So the next day, he logged in on the game, and he got to surprise that he lost like 20 hours. That's so funny.
Farming or circle farming, because I wanted to gain maximum reward, specifically getting gems and stuff, running dungeons with people, things like that. Of course, I could have done that in the party of 4 when just circle farm, but like I said, it was a busy day at work. I didn't have the time.
Yeah, this is what I was saying, that he was busy, so always say be always like conservative like with these things, and just read a bit, because if you click before you activate the buff, it shows you a warning that this buff will keep going while you are offline. Okay, so I'm not like, hey, just saying, man, just saying that like literally what appears.
Morning, there was only 3 hours left on my timer. What does this mean? It means that the 24-hour timer, once you
But I'm sure like Echo is like me and like 99% of the players that you don't read shit. Like you skip all the pop-ups and who cares?
click activate, it starts running the 24-hour timer, and it does
Oh my god, chat.
not stop when you turn off the game.
I'm sorry, Echo. My
This,
camera
I
was on top of you.
believe, is different than how it used to be. I seem to recall, and now it's been a while since we've had this feature, I seem to recall being able to get a lot more over time and not have to wait. And I mean, and not have to like rush and spend 24 hours
Yeah.
playing the game right away to get all of that stuff. I seem to remember that that 24-hour timer would last for a lot longer, and then you would be able to get into
No, chat. Did we had any timer that it didn't count it offline? Because I don't remember, chat. All I remember was that we had 3 days. That's maybe like why it thinks like it lasts longer. Then we had another iteration of the same event that you didn't had any timer. It was pretty much like in 2-3 hours, like you will cap everything, the legendaries, the dust, scraps, everything will be max, which I hated that version, but you didn't have any time commitment. And now you have 24 hours of, you know, no, not game time. I mean, it can be game time if you just play for 24 hours, which is crazy, but you know.
to the events and into all of the different things inside of the game and really collect those rewards. So it's actually a little bit frustrating to me that that's not the case. And I don't know why I had such a hard time finding that, but it is what it is. Now, lucky for me, for someone that is above Paragon level already, it's not the biggest of deal, right? I would have loved to get more gems. I would have loved to get more legendary gear.
Of course.
I would love it if this person would party up for random dungeon. I mean, how nice would that be? But
to be honest, it's the most annoying thing. Like whenever you're trying to kill like very, very quickly because you only have like 10 minutes and you want to do like 2, 3 or 4 dungeons, like to just do the dailies, and you have always like someone that it doesn't queue up like right away, is very annoying.
it's not the case. Now, for others that are maybe trying to fight their way to the next Paragon level, it would be really cool if they were able to know this ahead of time and not, you know, get stuck and not miss out on the opportunity. So what I'm going to do with only my 2 hours left this morning, I'm going to be running my dungeons. I only have 3 to run, and I'm going to be doing my bounties. I only have 8 to run.
Okay.
And that's really the most I'm going to be able to do starting out the day. The start of my day.
Okay.
Let's get into Echo World a little bit. The start of my day.
Okay, chat, I'm ready for the next news. Is there any other good news?
Is essentially getting my kids ready for school.
Or are we gonna see Echo
getting
farming?
them on the bus, and they both have separate times that they do all this stuff. So it's like I get Carter on the bus. He's my oldest. I actually just put him on the bus after I'm recording or before I'm recording this video. And then I get my little guy up, Brody, and we put him on the bus, and then he goes to school. I'm typically done with all that stuff by...
Yeah, Echo is a busy dude, man. Like, he has multiple channels, he has multiple kids, and that's rough, man.
Say 8:30 in the morning. At 8:30 in the morning, then I typically will go on over and sit at my desk, record a YouTube video, go to work. This morning I have an 8:30 meeting in the morning for my Raid Shadow Legends channel. So
Raid Shadow Legends, boys, you know how it is. You know, okay, let me see if there is like more news. If there is no more news, I love Echo, but if there is there's nothing here for me more.
Today's also a Heliquary day, which so super easy. Bro.
Okay. There's nothing here, chat.
Know in the comments, endless room.
Okay, chat, that was it. There's nothing here. We got clickbaited. Actually clickbaited. Okay. Chat, first down. Listen, I cannot even turn that into a reaction, man. The video, there's literally nothing in it. There's like, okay, there's the bad news. Done. The good news, we have a code. The bad news, it's like this buff only lasts 24 hours. Like, these are the arts of like being a YouTuber and knowing how to drag like something that you can say in 20 seconds or even like 10 seconds. Instead of making a short, you make an 8 minutes video. That's literally the art of creating content. So let me see. We have so many beautiful people here in the chat. Let me see. We have Nuclear. Hey, you, beautiful man. If you get ripped like Barb, would you marry me? What do you mean ripped? I'm fucking ripped, man. Like, what do you mean being ripped? Come on, dude. What are you trying to say? You trying to say like I'm not ripped? I am actually not ripped, but I'm not in bad shape. I'm in a healthy shape, you know, in the round shape. Then we have here, how do I say this name? Haksha? How are you? I have to say that live videos really bring a unique energy. It creates real-time connection and interaction, which is so awesome. Keep pushing those creativity boundaries. Yo, thank you so much, man. And also, the Lefford, thank you guys for being here. I really, really appreciate it. Let's see what, you know, I want to see, because we never watched any Misery video. And Misery 3 months ago said, should you play Diablo Immortal as a free-to-play? I've been playing Diablo Immortal for 7 months now, so I want to know his opinion about it, because, you know, I have some thoughts. So I want to know what he has to say about this.
I dare say that if you were to play this game, if I could start over and be free-to-play, I bet you I have more fun.
I bet you do. I bet you do, chat. I always tell this, that I feel like one of the reasons to go free to play, especially in the beginning, it's just because it just drags, like prolongs the fun that you're gonna have inside the game. Because remember this, every time you're swiping the card, it's like 1 month of progression you're gaining. Yes, it's like you're literally trading time for money. That's literally what's going to the stories, right? But for me personally, it is like, okay, if I swipe to get stronger, it is less like 1 month of, you know, fun that I can have in the game. So if you are free to play in any of these mobile games, it's just gonna prolong like your fun for at least 6 months. You can have a good time, you know? And I feel like that's more than enough, man.
I have more fun as a free-to-play. If I were to play this game all over again and go free-to-play, I almost guarantee I would have more fun,
yeah,
than a paid player right now.
Yeah. But I kind of want to know why. Why? Besides the obvious fact that is you just spend money.
Why is that? I could grind and get to where I'm at from a PvE aspect. I would not be as frustrated by PvP because I would just acknowledge that there are going to be people with higher resonance than me. I would feel more accomplished in PvE with a warband that was also all free to play.
Okay.
Because when we beat a boss and we used our skills and not resonance to beat the bosses, like that would probably feel more rewarding, I dare say. And you'd probably enjoy.
Yeah, I can understand that, because like right now, I remember when I started to play this game, I got like very, very lucky, because there was a time that I was like at this Paragon 899. So back then, like it was like the Paragons was just like insane. Okay, it was like 1,000 and something, and now they did like this level squish. So I was between Hell 3 and Inferno 1, and I didn't know to go to Inferno 1. I had to kill the last boss. But then in Library, I found out this Crusader. You know, the first time I see a Crusader, just like, you guys know, like that little room in the center of Library. It's just like that open world farming. I used to do open world there because I didn't know what to do. I didn't know why my Paragon was not moving forward. I knew that something was wrong. And until I met this guy, and this guy actually helped me out a lot. He gave me a lot of tips. So it is because of that guy that I found out in Library that I am still playing Diablo Immortal today. Because I was losing a bit like the grip of the game. And the guy said, you know what? Let's create a warband together. And I'm like, what? Why do you want to do that? And then we just started building up the warband. It was a struggle in the beginning to even get players, but we managed like to go and take down some bosses. So that was actually fascinating to go as a beginner and trying to beat, because like none of us I had like the combat rating. Overall, I just started like to just progress like super fast. And then I was almost carrying my warband, and then later on, of course, like a few of them they stopped working, and then I just moved on to another warband. But I know that that feeling, that probably like the first month and a half was so fun, man.
Enjoy the game a lot more with that because again, there's more rewards. You would be able to get excited over 2-star legendary gems.
Yeah.
You know.
But I think now you don't. It is almost impossible that you like nowadays. There are so many 5-star legendaries that if I don't get the Bloodsoaked Jade or the what is the name of the other, like the Roiling Consequence, I don't get, because like there are literally no gems that I really want in the game besides those two.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't able to mute at that time. I'm completely bullied by this damn wolf. That's funny. Oh, in Elden Ring, yeah.
So this is
Yeah,
what
so I think I would argue
this is like when Misery used to live stream also on Twitch, right?
that you probably have more fun playing the game. Tyler Cake, in order to be free to play, I would encourage it really.
Yeah.
And again,
that's what I do. Like the same thing that Crusader did for me. That's what I try to do with this YouTube channel. That's why I make these guides, and I try to open like your eyes, like to everyone that. So you don't need to be paid to win to enjoy at all this game, you know. So that's a stigma that was created, and of course it was created because like when Diablo Immortal got like very popular, then you had all these creators like trash talking the game, how pay to win it is, and it is a pay to win game, but it doesn't mean like you cannot enjoy it even as a free to play.
Tyler, it sounds like you might be newer to the game. There's a lot of frustration around the game right now because of the market.
Yeah,
but as a free to play, you would have to deal with that. You would, in fact, if you found.
That's exactly how I feel, because I was free to play. I didn't care, and I actually got happy that I managed to get a 3 out of 5 Bloodsoaked Jade for 57k plat.
Ways of making platinum, you would actually love the market right now.
Yeah.
But from somebody who pays money,
yeah,
it is very difficult to enjoy the game because you're not getting the same value for that you used to do. I actually like D3, so looking to get into this one. Yeah. I think if you come at this game acknowledging that it is a mobile game first,
yeah,
and that it has huge pay-to-win mechanics,
that's right,
but want to stay free to play, I think you will have a phenomenal time. Such a good time.
I agree.
And
That's exactly how I feel. And I feel like also Diablo Immortal, it is an easy game. It is supposed to be an easy game. It is supposed for you to get to a point that you just gonna PvE just gonna be something that, you know, you just do it like without thinking. Even though I enjoy that, but I wish that there was also like maybe some hard modes inside the game that I could do just like to challenge a bit myself to see how strong I am, because right now there is nothing like really challenging.
Don't get me wrong, I love the game. I would not create content for over 2 years if I didn't love the game. But I think this is a game now with like, you know, familiars and like it's so much depth right now.
Yeah, there's a lot to do.
Yeah, I can't echo it enough.
More than a lot to do, there is a lot to know about the game. And if you just started the game, I think you can get a bit overwhelmed, because like you have to understand, if you just started the game or you started like a few months ago, you are 2 years into development of the game. So because of that factor, you have multiple systems. There's like now knowledge that every player has. For example, they don't go to resonance, they go to like to secondaries, and these things can be very overwhelming. So that's why we also do like small guides.
Probably enjoy. You might have more fun than I'm having, which is kind of crazy to think about.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is like Misery right now at this stage is probably like too powerful.
And yeah, so to stay away from paying for the time being, and if you feel like you want to, or you want like a different cosmetic, go for it, dude.
Yeah.
The game is based on the community. That's what I mean. Like if you were to really get into just the community and get into, oh, I'm dying. It's the pay to win.
Oh, he's sick.
It's choking me out.
Yeah, the pay to win sickness, chat.
I love my clan. I love YouTube. Yeah. You'll have more fun with players with the same goal. Agreed. Yep. Make friends that want to do the same thing. Found ways to make platinum. You get 400 platinum.
So, you know something that makes me sad, chat? I used to have like 4 months. I'll say like 4 months, I used to play with this guy every day. And like 1 month ago, he stopped playing. Maybe like 1 month and a half now. Stop playing, chat. And game is not being the same since then. It is not, because like gaming without friends or without people you like to play with, it is not the same. So I kind of miss my boy, man. I really do, man. I think also I got to level 30 gear. Plus my friend stopped playing. I don't, and also now I create content, which also takes a huge part of my day. My gameplay time, it is reduced for like, I will say reduced like 70 to 60%.
Every day from daily grind. Can definitely buy 1 and 2 star gems every few weeks. Totally agree. Hell yeah. Yeah, learning more about the game, learning more about ways to min max it. Like, the game's awesome.
Yeah.
I think that
This game is still like the best of its genre, in my opinion. Have you ever tried Black Desert Mobile? No, but I know what it is. But it feels like such a grind fest. It feels like too grindy, too Asian. You know what I'm saying? That I don't think I'll enjoy it. I kind of like the Diablo Immortal more. So I feel like I'm glad that I never got into Black Desert Online or mobile. Otherwise, I'll lose my life, seriously.
the pay to win is a big frustration for a lot of people. But if you go into the game knowing that it exists and that you don't want to partake in that, dude, you're gonna have a fucking awesome time. And something I thought about is making a free-to-play account.
Man, how many creators you guys hear saying this? I feel like every creator, like misery, everyone has this idea, okay? And that's one of the reasons why I stay as a free-to-play, man. And that was also the main reason why I felt like I had to create the channel and continue to create this, because Antonio Bosch had to create this because there was not a lot of like free-to-play players creating content. And the ones that were already creating content, they are already like 2 years into the game. So they are already what, like 2 point something resonance. They are like very strong, very high secondary. So their character was not relatable to me, you know, because, oh yes, I'm free to play, but then I'm outputting like 10 million damage. And then I try their builds and I'm outputting like not even 1 million, and I'm like, what is happening? Or I go into PvP and then I test the build and the build is not working for me. So that's why I kind of want to stay a bit like, you know, maybe lower resonance, or maybe in the future we create another character or something. I don't know. I have to think about it, but definitely I think like the benefit of me being so new to the game, and I was able like to literally mid-max the shit out of it. I think that gave me an edge, and I feel like that's why so many free-to-play players or beginners, they enjoy the content, because you guys try my builds and you know that those builds are gonna work for you.
But we're at the point now where I don't have time to keep up with my main account, let alone a second account.
Yeah. That's a huge listen. Having a second account, a second character to try to progress, whenever Diablo Immortal, it is already a part-time job to even do all the weeklies and all these things. Like it's unthinkable to me to have an alt. I rather quit the game than having an alt. Like, seriously.
I even have an account called MHC Free to Play. And I love the idea of having a totally free-to-play account.
Yeah.
Again, I think it's a very different...
The idea is good, but in practice is not...
It's a different grind.
It's a bit unpractical.
At this point...
The biggest thing is the gear level. I can't see myself regrinding again the level 30 gear. I just can't. It was like... It was fun. It was nice one time.
I would not be able to keep up with both accounts. I know that, especially with like having multiple YouTube channels and other things that I'm covering. So I don't think it would work.
Yeah.
It's one of those things like it would probably be fun to make a series of, but realistically it would take
that's what in the future we might do a series here on the live streams that I'm gonna speed run it. That's fun. Having a speed leveling challenge, it is fun. So I might do that. I might put like a clock and I will see how fast can we progress, for example, in 4 hours or something like that, you know.
a long time to make those videos, and I don't have that kind of time right now. But yes, play the game, play free to play, have an awesome time. I'm jealous. Isn't that crazy? And
Yeah.
I mean that wholeheartedly. I'm genuine.
That's how I feel, man. I feel like because I'm free to play, I managed to enjoy this game, like, and I get hype, I get excited, you know.
Jealous that you're about to experience.
Okay,
this
you don't
game
need to be
free
jealous,
play.
you know, like, because like a lot of free to play, I feel like the worst. The thing is, chat. I completely understand. Like, if you're in a position that you are free to play because you don't have a choice. I mean, that's rough. Okay, like, if you want to pay for the battle pass, if you want to pay for the, like, you know, the crest because you want to grow stronger, but you can't, like, because financially you're not in that position, that's one thing, you know. Like, that's why I'm gonna do like the battle pass giveaway, right? Like, because I know that there is someone that can't afford the battle pass and they want a battle pass, you know. But in my case, it's not like, bro, I don't have like a lot of money, okay, but I could afford, like, if I wanted, like, the battle pass in a few crests. You know what I'm saying? So having the choice, it is much better because I am free to play by choice and not because I have to. So when you have to, it can create like sometimes some bitterness towards whales because you are kind of like, you know, you're jealous that they have what you don't have. They have 5 stars, you know. So I feel like some people can develop like these feelings.
From beginning to end, like that would be. Did someone say free to play?
Speed run in an upcoming new server and dominate. I don't think there will be any new server anytime soon, but if it comes, I will do that 100%.
Sign me up. What up, Misery? What up, Sid Game? How you doing, dude? Yeah, we're just talking about, like, I would argue that if you were to start this game right now and stay
I think we're gonna have even more merges than what we already have.
100% free to play, you would have more fun. New character looks really cool. Dude, the Tempest is sick.
Tempest is really cool.
New to the Diablo universe. It's not in any other Diablo game.
Yeah.
And it's
So you have to understand, Diablo Immortal has already 2 classes that they don't exist in any parts of the Diablo, you know, world. You have Blood Knight and you have Tempest. Now you have Diablo 4 that they made the Spiritborn, so that happens, but it's very cool. It's just like a mobile game.
honestly very, very well made. Yeah, see, Ellie, even Ellie. So Ellie is, again, my subject matter expert when it comes to whale stuff. She says, trust me, the money dump is not worth it. This is true. We keep meeting in live stream.
I mean, it is not worth it if you don't get satisfaction out of it. I feel like it is not worth it when you're like in that, you guys always remember like that I say, or you go like fully free to play, or you go like full whalish and you have like a 10k. So a 10k whale, you kind of gonna have fun because you're gonna be like super powerful, and free to play, like you can still enjoy the game like very naturally, and you understand that you understand that you have limitations. But being in the middle, being like a 4-5k reso, I feel like that position kind of sucks because yeah, you're gonna smash some noobs, but most of the times you spend thousands of euros in this game and you still get smashed by whales that spend even more 1,000 euros than you.
There you go, Sid. Yeah, I honestly think that if you were to go into the game right now, start the game brand new as a brand new player, knowing that it's pay to win and not doing it and just staying free to play, oh, dude, you would love this game.
That's exactly what I did.
It's a fun game. Yeah, exactly. Just join an active clan, do your part, make some in-game friends.
This is good advice. Good advice, chat.
That's, active.
Yeah.
Run in the same circles. Yeah, exactly. Like do the circle farming. Slowly progress through Heliquary bosses as a group.
Yeah.
Dude, that sounds
it's fun,
sick.
man.
Doesn't that sound fun?
It is
Oh
fun.
my God.
I did that very recently.
What a great time to be a new player.
I'll tell you, it goes from fun to now, oh my God, I have to do raids. You know, like that's literally how we feel. Oh my God, I have to do the raids. It doesn't take long because we one-shot the bosses, but it is just like, oh my God, I have to do the raids.
You got pets, you got new classes. Dude, that's
the main thing, chat, is because the raids, they don't offer anything exciting. You know what I'm saying? like when you go to World of Warcraft and you kill all the bosses, you are excited because you want the loot, you know? So you understand what I'm saying? That you want the loot, so you are kinda excited for that.
Yeah.
But in Diablo Immortal,
So-
nobody is excited to get like those demonic remains.
Short answer long. Hell yes. Play this game free to play
Yeah,
and love it. And you're gonna have way more fun than me and anyone else who
Yeah.
has not been.
I
free to
agree,
play.
man. I agree. I really like Misery, man. And I wish he could be a bit more active. I'm sure like he has like some, he's busy in real life. But go there, leave him a follow, leave him a like. I completely agree with his take. And yeah, just if you enjoy the game and you want to prolong your fun, just be free to play. So thank you for watching. Catch you guys next one. Peace. There it is. First reaction of the day is done. I kind of wanted to bring this topic because it's completely relevant to me in my situation. So I am excited for that. And chat. Oh my god, look at here. Look at here. 112. Oh my god. What is happening, chat? 4,112 subs. That's crazy, chat. Also, if you guys want to be here, if you want to give a super chat to support the stream, I'll love you for that, man. You know, like I've been putting a lot of effort and you guys can see, but you know, if you can't, hey, it is fine. Just being here, you guys are freaking amazing. And you know, also, it is amazing. It is Crane, and we're gonna watch. This is like listen, I left the best video for last. Okay, we're gonna. Crane just came here with a new one, with a clutch, the new PvP. Oh my god, we're gonna watch this. We're gonna 100% watch this. Eternity. Also, let me say hi. Chat. Whenever we're doing the reaction, sometimes I will answer to the chat on the chat, or I'll answer like if it's relevant to the video, the reaction we're doing. So I want to say hi Bugatti, hi Eternity, welcome. Also, it's thank you guys so much. You guys been here for so long now. It feels like listen, I feel like Eternity, Bugatti, it's, you know, you guys, I think we're becoming like a bit closer, man. I think we're becoming a bit more intimate now. Like it's been like we've been on the how many days in a row have we been meeting each other, man? Maybe my wife will start getting jealous. We've been spending so much time together, you know. Eternity is saying there is a video of a guy doing a 900 internal crest that you can react to that. I mean, like, I don't know, like, maybe Eternity. You know what? Eternity. Go to the Discord and put it here. Put the video here. In content suggestions. If you guys want to suggest something, you guys can put the videos here so we can react on the stream. And to be honest, chat, I will love if you guys can help me with that. If you guys have videos to suggest to react on the stream, just put it here, and then I will filter it out, and we may watch like in a few streams. Bugatti saying, I don't know, but the longer you play Diablo Immortal, the more you realize it's kind of boring because everything has a cap. Yeah, that's why it's fun to play as free to play, because like the first 6 months it is it's very exciting, but then like there's like this curve. Man, what is the progression curve? Progression curve stagnates at the end. There is a term for these, man. I forgot the name. There's like a term of like you like in the beginning you go super fast and then you kind of plateau and then it's very, very slow. That's the mobile gaming kind of progression curve that they do, because they want you to be like extremely hooked up in the game. So because of that, they give you everything, man. They give you discounts. They give you like crest like crazy. They give you reforged stones. They give you like leaving their mums, man. Like literally anything to just keep you playing the freaking game. And then over time it starts to drying up. So you go and you start spending some money. That's just how it is. It's just saying at the end of the day, it's just a game, guys. No need to be jealous. Play the way you want to play and just enjoy it. I completely agree. Welcome, Bobby. Good morning to you, man. How are you doing? Also, you have shown us. Did you listen to those true crime podcasts with your wife when you slept? No, 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 no. She has like these earbuds, okay, and she put it on the earbuds. I don't like to listen anything when I go to sleep. We are watching chat. If you guys want to know a very cool series that it is here, it is called The Penguin. I don't know if you guys like the Batman. So the Penguin, it is from the DC comics. You know, like it is the one of the bad boys from the Batman world, and this guy does insane performance. So if you see here, 94% in Rotten Tomatoes, 8.8 in on IMDb. Is like really cool. You watch anime? I watch anime. I watch everything as long as it's cool. We can watch cookies with milk ASMR. You and the cookies, Remy. So, chat, I am really excited to go and watch this, and I hope you guys are too. We have here Crane coming up with a new Switch PvP meta for Grab Barbarian, Stat Hack, New Instance, PvP builds ranks in Diablo Immortal. You guys know that I love Crane. Is my boy. Is the master Crane. And I want to know what he's been cooking up on the bar, because I tried the Grab instance, and you know, I think it is very cool, like you look like Poppy, but I didn't manage to actually make it work very efficiently. So let's see what is coming up.
It really took me a while to understand and test the essences extensively, and finally I can say that I found my favorite build with the new stuff, combining
Okay, he found his favorite build
tankiness with damage and providing a full idle control. This build has two modes, combining the best essences from the last 4 seasons into a playstyle that fits your enemies. Follow me through the current meta builds, in-depth
Okay,
guide
he's using Bardic Breaker with Grab, I think.
for my
That's what
grab
it felt
build
like.
and a hack that
So you see this? I like this skill. I wish and I hope that in the future they come up like with a more Grab instance, because that will be like extremely cool.
gives you 300 armor and armor penetration.
Oh! Let's go! The
There
gems.
are so many builds out there currently. But what do 99% of them have in common? Shackled Fate and Bergbreaker.
That's right, because they are the best instance so far. Listen, don't tell me anything, but the chains are still the best instance for Barb.
Those are still the most powerful
Yeah.
items for Barbarians. Heavy damage and passive control, just awesome.
Yeah.
The best builds out of that combinations I see in-game and in the community posts are:
Chat, is he gonna show our Pit Breaker?
first, we have the Idle Hota build. It's a passive Hota build built around the Flicker Tone, of course, where
Yeah.
we take use of the 2 passive essences we have, so Chains and the Bergbreaker. We do not go with Renitent Rage here, and that's why it has such a huge idle burst. You still have everything to
I actually don't think like it's only around the idol. I feel like this is even a more aggressive version, because but I understand what he's saying. Like you can control a lot around the idol just because you have the chains.
deal damage in the idle while you are stun locked, while you are knockbacked, and so on. But you can now fire your Hotas every time because those passive ramp it up very nicely. And you can combine it now with the new shoulder to make you a bit immune to the knockback effects, which gives that build a new way of play style. You can move around in the idle a bit. You still get hit. You still get stunned.
I had a lot
the
of fun.
hammer ramps up.
This I think is the build that the build is showing. I think it's more or less the build that I just posted today. It is literally playing PvP in easy mode. I guarantee you, if you guys play this build, you're gonna get legend like in no time.
And it gets you into a killing machine. So what are the perks of it? You're kill focused.
Yeah.
You charge your hammer while you're stunned.
Yeah. Really good.
It is a bit weak versus other barbarians.
Because
of course you can bring them into the Undying, definitely. But
So the main reason, like if you go against like for example a Pit Barb or a Spartusk, like you are a bit weak. But hey, here's the thing. That's where the brain you can use it. You know. So what you want to do is like you have the burst potential. So you burst him down, you trigger his undying, you get the fuck out, and then you come in again. You know, like that's literally what you should be playing. Like don't sit around, like never sit around a barbarian with undying rage, even if you are a barbarian.
Then you're just there because you can't debuff them or anything. Same goes for the Crusaders. So when they are with
Yo,
their
congrats,
immunity,
it's
all your hammers will go
and
into
Bugatti,
nothing,
man.
and you will have your problems. Same then goes for higher resonance enemies where you do not deal that much damage. Still, it is a very, very good build. I give it 4 out of 5 stars. It's very
Wait, what did you
playing.
say? Like weak against Zaders? I don't have any problem against
It's
Zaders.
because you can finally kill something, and that feels
Maybe
very
it's because
nice.
of the bubble.
Next one, Stonewall. It's a new build. I
Yeah,
will link you
I love this
the
one.
build guide for that from Indez. Indez did a nice video on that.
chat, we're getting a shout out. We're getting a shout out, chat. Hey, okay, let me listen again. Chat.
I will link you the build guide for that from Indez. Indez did a nice video on that. Check it out. It focuses around the Pit of Ursus,
There it is, chat.
where you can build that stone wall around you that lasts for 4 seconds or something, where no one can pass. So that build is a lot of fun to play. It's very strategic. It's tactical. You
It's
need
big
to know
brain.
what you do,
Big brain.
because what can you gain with it? You have a full utility build.
Yeah.
So blocking enemies, blocking the idols. You can catch necromancers and tempers while they try to running away or BKs.
Yeah, this is really fun.
You have a lot of utility moves you can do with that build. Plus you get a damage reduction and a damage buff, of course. That's why you can switch it with the Shackled Fate pants, because you get that damage buff now from the walls. It's weak when you don't have damage dealers. When
Yeah.
you're alone, this
Yeah, because this is more like a support thing. Like, you know, like you go there, your role with the Pit Breaker build, it is to push the idol to be like that tanky thing. And then you just want your other carries to just beat everyone else, you know?
Stonewall will trap you, and when there's no one else to deal damage, it kind of will kill you.
Yeah.
So you need to be careful, and you can block your team. So if you have high resonance players that just went back to heal, want to go back to the front line, and they cannot pass you, it gets into problems.
Okay, this is where people are getting like very annoyed at this Pit Breaker build, because I just said it. If you play the pits, you gotta pay attention not only your enemies but also your teammates. Okay, so don't kill your teammates. Like if you see that they are getting like burst down, you know, you put in the pit. Just take the pit down, man. It's just like double click and let them run. Okay, so usually try to avoid be in the pit with your teammates, especially if they are not another barbarian or another Zader. Okay, besides that, you're Gucci.
So you really need to know what you do. If you do so, and if you have a nice setup, this build can really win a game.
Yeah.
So that's why I give it 3.5 stars out of 5. It's not as good as the Hota build, because you are very dependent on your team. If you go into any clan wars or anything, then
Okay, you see what he just did here? This is like the strongest thing that you can do. It is like, if you go to the front and you have someone in the back pushing the idol, you go, you put a pit, and they are trying to come out of the spawn and they can't. Most of them they can't, or you're gonna have like a demon hunter trying to daily swing on top of you, and then you just kill him. So there is a lot of potential here.
this build is really nice, and I would give it a 4 to 5 stars. Next, we have a passive cleave. I did a video.
Oh,
on
this
that,
was fun.
with a tank build.
This was fun.
So I will link you that video as well.
I even played this build again in the Alley of Blood with the 6 senses.
Check it out. It's a very cool build.
Yeah.
What you do here is you have your idol tank. So you go into the idol, you deal a lot of passive damage around that Borrow Might. So you have your chains, you have your Berg Breaker, and you have the passive cleave. That gives you a damage buff. So when
This
we
was
look at
fun. I like
the
it.
Perks, we are a meat grinder now. Everything that comes to us dies, because we deal so much passive damage. Even if we are stun knocked, even if we are knocked back, whatever, we just deal damage. We are, in addition, a damage support. We give a percent.
Above all, chat, it is a very, very easy build to play. Above everything, this is a very, very easy build to play. You just buff up, you go near the idol, and then you just kill people, you know? However, like it doesn't have the same impact as the Ota. It's not as easy to carry, and you're like very, very vulnerable to CC.
Advantage to our team. Sad side, we do not have any immunity. We don't need it here, but if you want to get out of the idol, you might face issues. And we have less idle control. Means we are there, we can block it, but we cannot actively push it just by surviving.
So the issue that I found out with this build is like you are tanky, but you do damage, but you don't do like enough damage most of the times to clear the idol, and that's like where the Ota is kind of better.
The enemies, we cannot push them out or anything. So we have not that much idle control. Still, we can use our chains, but as we do not have immunity, we cannot.
My Crusader is good, man.
As we please, we might just take.
It needs some mantas still.
Disturbing the enemy. So 3.5 stars out of 5 for that build. Next one is very well known. It's our strip Spartusk build.
Okay. This one, I gotta say, like yesterday, I was discussing a few builds, the new builds, and I gotta say that the Spartusk, they did my boys so dirty, man. Like the Spartusk, it was so good, chat. It was so good. I feel like now you have 16 to 17 seconds, and it's just like too much, man. It is fine, for example, for vaults or for example, if you have like a guild versus guild or you were like more tactical, everything is a bit slower. But goddamn, like inside a BG, 16 seconds, it is a lot because you also have the Undying Rage, which is like pretty much on your bars, you have 4 skills. You're gonna have Demoralize with 16 to 70 seconds cooldown, and then you have your Undying Rage, which you also don't use. So pretty much the only 2 things you're gonna use is your Wrath of Berserk, which is also only a buff, right? And then you have the Chains, which is another buff. So the only thing you do is like you try to primary attack, but we know that in the current state of the battlegrounds, it is very, very hard to just go in primary attack. And it's not like if you don't, and you don't have a lot of damage with this build. So you can try to go as a support, but I feel like you are like so dependent on everyone else. And it's just not as strong as it used to be. Like, I feel like if it was like 10 seconds, maybe like 12 seconds, it will be a bit more viable. I feel like for you even to have like the 16 seconds or 70 seconds like cooldown, you need to go like with the 3 demoralize instance, or like 2 demoralize and at least like some cooldown reduction on your green set. And I just think like they did Spartus like too, like the nerf was just like too much to a point that I feel like is not viable anymore, man.
Focused around the Spartusk helmet, of course, with Vortex that debuffs the enemies. This build is still very, very valid, because even if it has a longer cooldown now, you can move tactical and wisely and destroy your enemy by that. If you go into the game and see there's a lot of Barbarians or anything, or Crusaders, or even just a very strong Tempest where you say, I need to disturb him somehow, that Spartusk can really help you.
Yeah.
Positive side, Barb Killer, we have a double lock, means we can pull with the chains, then use the Spartusk and really keep someone at a defined position. We have a long cooldown now of the Spartusk.
Yeah, it's too long.
A bit
too long, no damage, nothing. You're like, you have, yeah, you can kill Barbarians if you have someone next to you to kill them, okay? Because you alone, unless you're a freaking big whale, you're not gonna do damage, okay? So for free-to-play low spenders, Spartusk is like 100% dead, man. I 100% don't. And it hurts me to say, because you guys know I was a big simp for Spartusk. I just loved it so much, but like I just can't recommend this build anymore. Whenever like we have the Pit Breaker, whenever we have like the Ota build, like Spartusk, in my opinion, is just weaker.
Useful as it was before, and we lose a bit of damage because that Spartusk is blocking a spot on the helmet, is blocking a skill slot, which we needed. We have our Undying Rage, we just have 3 skills.
And
slots,
also,
so
it's just not fun to play with like 2 skills most of the times.
yeah, we take.
It's not a fun build anymore.
Still, this build is very nice 4 out of 5 stars in my opinion. So coming from the Spartusk build, we now gain possibilities
Okay,
from
there
the
it is,
last
chat.
update. The Spartusk base will get
This is what
a
we're here for.
switchable upgrade. For that, first shortly check out the new essences. On the main head, we have the Skull Mill with the Wrath mode
Okay.
that now lets you transform your Wrath of Berserker into
Okay, I went exactly when I tried the grab. I went exactly with these ones.
a Brawler mode, which
So I want to see what is the thing that I missed out. I think maybe what I missed out was that I went with the Grump Stump and the grab, and maybe that was an overkill. Maybe I should have gone just with the grab. And I was planning to, but then I just got distracted with the pit because I felt like the pit itself, it is a better answer than the grab.
which says that you deal only single target damage. But
I like
on
the
every
strategic side
third
of the
hit,
pit.
You will grab the enemy and throw it forward. That means we get kind of a short knockback. By
Oh, he's
that,
not
we deal
using
an
the-
enemy damage in that area, and yeah, blocking that enemy.
Oh, he's
for
not
a
using
short
the Bark
duration of
Breaker.
Time. That essence, to be honest, is a nice idea.
Yeah.
In combination with the next essence, the helmet that makes your wrath now gaining 30% attack speed for your primary attack, which sounds pretty fitting. Means you are dashing to the enemy. Now you have a very
Okay.
fast primary attack. You can hit him 3 times, then throw.
But the thing, I'll tell you, chat, I'll tell you why I don't think this Skull Mill is not a good instance. Skull Mill, first of all, it's not Berg Breaker. that's the first reason. It's not as good as Berg Breaker. The second reason, nowadays inside the BGs, most of the time there's a lot of CC, and you gonna have to use your primary attacks. Also, your primary attack is single target. Berg Breaker or even Sunder Legacy is AoE. So just on that, it makes like a huge difference, man.
Him and kind
I tried, man, but it just like doesn't work that well in the current state of the meta inside the battlegrounds. Just because single target, it's not a good idea inside the battlegrounds anymore.
of take him out of the game for a short amount of time. And honestly, that works. If you are just facing one single enemy.
Yeah, exactly.
As soon as you're facing
It's like a
2
duel.
or 3 enemies, which we normally do because we are close around the idol, then this gets kind of messy. You nearly never get to your 3rd attack, even with that raised
Yeah.
attack speed. And
See?
the whole idea behind it gets kind of lost.
Exactly.
So I'm not sure about this.
Listen, I love that the master is having the same thoughts as me.
3rd essence is the direct diplomacy. It's for the grab. So as soon as you use your grab main hand, dashing to the enemy, he gets a armor decrease of 90%. Means everyone dealing more damage to that enemy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds pretty great as well. But
Yeah. But
if
you
think
don't have
about
the chains.
meta
But
essences, the chains.
exactly. The thing is like it sounds good in theory again, but you're replacing the grab that is gonna increase the damage for like 90% for 3 seconds. Yeah, it's kind of cool, but it's not Shackled Fate, you know? Yeah, what's up, Siggy? And also Daniel.
The chains with the pants combination where you get 20% additional damage. You get 20% additional damage as a beneficial effect. That stuff is not dependent to your enemy's resistance. That means you always have the 3 seconds and even more with the Vithos set. For the chest, that stuff is on your enemy. Means if you have a lower potency, those 3 seconds are instantly cut down to 2 or even 1 second. And he can be immune to it. And he can get clear of any debuffs. There are a lot of possibilities to get rid of this thing. That's why I really don't like those 3 essences. I tested them a lot.
Yeah.
But all 3 of them are no-go for me.
Okay, thank God. Thank God he actually saying this because I tried to test it and it worked like crap, man.
In the current PvP builds.
Yeah.
Don't use them, in my opinion. They don't bring you the big benefit. Let's check out the next 3 ones. Those are a bit more interesting. We have the Pit of Ursus.
These look super
that
cool.
Stone wall, which we just saw in the
And also, chat, you know what also looks really good is like what my wife just brought me. Like, look at these. What is this? Chamusa. Chamusa, the first time in her life that she makes a chamusa. I actually gonna try while I watch my boy Crane.
in the wall build, in the stomp build. This one is pretty cool. You can enhance it with 2 head essences where you get another charge and where you get a bigger circle of that stone wall. That is nice. Tactical build, works pretty good, has nice possibilities. As soon as you are in talk with your teams on any clan activity or anything,
Yeah.
this gets pretty cool. Broken Calling, the best essence in my opinion.
So again, I feel like the pit, you don't really need to be on the voice call. You just need to be a bit more like aware of where you are inside the BGs, you know? Just be more careful about like who is next to you.
From this patch, which gives our Wrath of the Berserker now a immunity to knockback effect for a very long duration. 5 seconds with
It's so
7
good.
seconds
It's
with
so
any
good, these
other
shoulders.
effect even more. This stuff is really cool. We can now officially get rid of the Terra helmet.
Yeah.
We don't need it anymore. Yes, there are still CC out there, a lot of stunts, a lot of stuff, but this shoulder brings us enough.
Yeah, brings enough like abilities for you to get out that is not necessarily CC. But for example, versus like Tempest, they did use the Vortex, or whenever you have like Demon Hunters with the Strife that they have like the knockback win, it is so good.
Immunity to do our stuff. We don't need more, in my opinion. It's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
I
We save
completely
the
agree.
skill. We can put it now to damage or to even better tankiness. This essence is really nice. Last one, the strangled wings. The main hand that transforms our grab into a nice dash. That dash is pretty cool because you directly can hit an enemy. You don't need to target. You can't jump past him or anything. You get to that enemy, to that exact location. Even if he has an immunity, you still jump there. Maybe he does not get stunned because it says it's seizing the enemy. It's not a total loss of control in this case.
So I tried this build, and if you guys know Poppy from League of Legends, or it is this champion, it is like such a cool. I always liked Poppy. Okay, like it's this one. I played Poppy like a bunch of games. It's like was one of my favorite. This is like the rework. I played the original version, and it has like the same effect as it has these new grab answers. Like you just push the target, and if you hit a wall, it just stuns. So it's actually super good.
Because you just wrap him in a kind of a knockback effect, so chip is not working, and then you smash it into the ground, knocking back all the other enemies behind it. So you have a nice AoE disrupt skill. You're not really blocking enemies,
but again, is single target, you know? So you're losing an Nessus that could give you 30% damage, which is Falling Thunder, you know? So you want to lose like a skill slot, because now you have to use the grab, plus you're losing 30% of your damage. I don't think it's worth it.
but you stop whatever they are doing for a short amount of time. That means when someone is casting, he needs to stop shortly. He needs to recast it. He loses a second. So it's nice to annoy enemies as hell. And when you even are able to catch the enemies and ram them into a wall, they get a stun. So then we are talking about total loss of control again, and chip is working. So very nice thing. All three of those are very, very nice.
Yeah.
You can use them in PvP and build builds around it. It's worth it, worth your time. So knowing all of this about the new essences, about the other builds,
Push
you
and
see
bull.
that every build just focus around the third skill beneath the Berg Breaker and the chains. And my best combination is going with the grab, the new main hand. You have seen it in the video here already, and this build is really a 4 out of 5 stars for me. So it is as good as the current Hota build and as good as the current Spartusk build, and it is the Spartusk 2.0, the second version. That means By only changing 2 essences, you get into this build. And this is nice. Before every game, you can decide. So why is this build so good? Because you can...
Granny saying not single target AoE knockback and damage. Oh, whenever you hit the wall, or it's like whenever you pass through them. But from I tried this build for like 1 hour, right? Like I did like a stream like a few days back, and most of the times you are targeting like one guy. It is very rare the time inside the Diablo Immortal BGs that you have like all these people like together in one spot, and you actually do the, you know, like you pull them into the wall and you're gonna have like this massive AoE. I mean, if you can manage to pull that out, man, that sounds epic. But I will say like 80% to 90% of my grabs that I pushed them into the wall, they were single targets.
Actively do stun locks on enemies. You can grab them from an idol. You can use your chains to grab them out of it, whatever. You can actively remove someone from the idol. Then you can ram him into a wall. You can stun him. You can then pull him again with the chains.
I didn't try with the chains, so this variation, maybe we're gonna go and test it out to see how it is. The time I did was with the time I had a bit more success was whenever we were using the pits and the grab. So I used to put the pit and then push the guy into that wall, stun him. So, but I felt like the whole thing was not working together. I think the idea was that, but I was just lacking a lot of damage, and overall, like it was just a not feels good, man, to play. You know, builds they also need beyond like being, you know, powerful. They need to feel good to play.
And grab him again. You can really stun lock an enemy.
So we might try with the chains. Seems like a good variation. I didn't try this
mechanic. Anytime you want, you can push someone out of the idol just by dashing into it, or you can grab it out of him. You can really move a lot of people around, which is pretty funny. So that's why you have a lot of...
So with the pit, you kind of create a barrier that they don't let you pass. And with this one, Crane is saying that you can literally just push them out of the idol. Yeah, it's a good idea.
Idol control. Combining it with the helmet of the Ancestor Steely, and see this as a revival of this helmet, honestly. The Ancestor Steely, that gives us that 1 second additional undying rage duration, which means 1.5 second or 1.7 or something with all of the beneficial effects.
We're bringing back the undying rage helmet.
And gives us a 10% cooldown reduction with awakenings on the undying rage.
All right.
That means you really get tanky as hell even without HP. You have your grab, so you can move people around. And what you can do with that easily, anytime you have a wizard that is annoying, you can engage the enemy's damage dealers with that skill easily. So that's
chat. I think we're gonna try this build.
He cannot block you. You don't miss or anything. You just dash to him in a second of time. We have the 4-piece Bithos here to give us a very quick dash. The negative thing on this build is you will get less kills because we are focused on the idol.
Yeah, because it's a control spec. You know, it's the same concept as like you're just being a controller, pretty much. Like you're removing people out of the idol, pushing people out of the idol. So that was also what I felt with the pit grab combination. Was like, okay, I was like full into the support role. And then I was not doing any damage. So if I didn't have anyone around me, I didn't do shit. So I feel like the best way to play Barb, because Barb is not like a full tank guy. I think Barb, he needs to do some damage. You know what I'm saying? Like you kind of still need to do some damage because Barb is a bruiser. He's not like a full tank. You just have we are just like tanks, but we are not tanky. Like our HP is just, you know. But we have Undying Rage, which makes us tanky.
Focused about moving the idol, kicking people out, moving them somewhere. Dealing some damage, definitely. We do deal damage, but we are never the guy who really chases the enemy.
Yeah, we are always around the idol.
So less kills, but
Okay, but yo, Crane, tell me, how did you felt playing with this spec? For me, when I played it, I felt like a bit junky. You know, like a bit like clunky to play it. Like I felt like the animation sometimes was not like doing like properly, so it was a bit weird. Also, like I got better at it after maybe like 30 minutes, but it never felt like really good to play with the new grab answers. I don't know if you had like the same experience though.
more wins, and this is what we want. So with all of that, let's look at the
Let's look at the
build
answers.
overview. We're going with the skills: Lacerate, Chains, Wrath, Grab, and the Undying. Basic.
Okay, so what do we have here? Okay, we are using the lacerate, the chains, rat. Okay, and then what is this? Battle guard. Maybe I should make a battle guard, man. Battle guard seems like very cool. Running consequences, we have these boys now. Pen clasp. Then we have like the grim, and then the starfire. I need a like if I ever built a third one, it's gonna be the starfire.
Stuff for the essences.
The
Ancestors
push
Demon
and
to
pull
make us
chat.
a tanky shackled fate.
So, by the way, Montebanks and 4 pieces Montebanks and Vitus, in my opinion, is like 100% the go-to sets right now. I feel like something happened to the 4 pieces Grace that it feels like he got nerfed somehow. It's not as effective as it was last season.
Buried
I don't
Talons
know
to
why.
give us that pull mechanic with the chains and
So you
damage
see here?
bonus. We have the Berg Breaker and the Falling Thunder with a Wrath to give us that great AoE attack, and with the Rending Bite and the Falling Thunder to make our Lacerate deal a bleed damage and to give us that additional 20%,
Alright.
30% damage bonus here when we really
Why are we not using the crit helmets? I feel like if I do this version, I don't know if I wanted to go with the Undying Rage. I think I rather put like the 19% crit. And especially because it's not like that nerfed inside the battleground. I feel like we just need a bit more damage. I know like the idea is to go like full tanky mode, but again, like my versions, I always like to go like a bit damage, man. Like otherwise, it's very hard to control the idol because controlling the idol is not only pushing them out, but for that to pushing them out, sometimes you need to do like some damage, you know?
primary attack someone. We always have a primary attack when we go with the Strangled Wings.
So probably I will switch the helmet though.
Because we dash to the enemies and they are
I'm happy with the 4 pieces banquets and 4 pieces banquets doesn't work that well nowadays.
disrupted shortly to give us at least 1 or 2.
Like there is, I'll explain why. There is too much damage, too much CC nowadays inside the battlegrounds to go with that. And the honest truth is like you don't really need it as long as you go like with the crit helmet. You get pretty much more crit or the same crit from your helmet than the 4 pieces banquets. So you trade the helmet for the 4 pieces banquets, and then you get the 4 pieces mountebanks, and you get like a 40% of your HP shield, which is insane, man.
Primary attacks. Sadly, not 3 or 4, otherwise that new Wrath offhand would be really cool now, but it's not giving us that much time to actually deal 3 or more attacks. But still, 1 or 2 landed attacks, guaranteed attacks on an enemy is a huge amount of damage. Then we have the
I'm glad he's using the Berg Breaker. Berg Breaker, like the non-negotiables for me right now, it is chains, Berg Breaker, the pants because of the chains, right? But the pants actually no, the pants you can switch. But it's the chest and the Berg Breaker are in the new shoulders. The new shoulders, Shackle Fate and Berg Breaker are literally non-negotiables, and you can also say maybe Falling Thunder because like this 28.5% damage increase, it is a lot.
So the shoulder now, the new shoulders to give us the immunity. That means we dash to an enemy and we can actually do something. Not a total loss of control, but at least we survive the knockbacks. And you will see that this will give you a lot of movability in the game. You're faster with the Wrath. You pull enemies, disrupt them so they do not actually cast that fast. And yes, you just deal damage so they are trying to run. That works nicely. For the sets, 4-piece mount banks to give us tankiness. The 4-piece here is kind of a base set now for nearly every of those builds. And the 4-piece Bithus here to give us the attack speed. That make us...
And also, I need to listen, chat. I used to have back then this 4 out of 4 internal rat, and I just been so unlucky recently in Terror Reefs. Literally zero good drops when it comes to having the rat. Like, I get the rat bonus sometimes, but most of the times it's like vitality and willpower, or vitality and strength, or strength and bro, like it's like, or fortitude and like something that I'm not gonna use. It's so annoying.
Yeah, hit more basic attacks. For the Paragon, we go with the Brawler. Classic, we want to be bigger to survive more and be faster. We want damage reduction and so on. So a standard Paragon tree with a Benefactor in here. Benefactor again. We want to enter the battle fast. That's why we trigger our Wrath initially. That's why we lose our first shield and we'll get our first real shield after 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So normally, when you go into the Undying Rage while you're taking too much damage and then coming back shortly, this second activation will happen around that time.
Yeah.
So Benefactor will still
Benefactor
help you
is
to
talking about
often
this.
Escape
Is so good. I used to use Lightning Rod like maybe like 2 weeks back, and then I switched to this, and I never switched back. It's just like that good.
Out because then normally
it's special for PvP, man.
You can cast your Wrath, will get that shield. Otherwise, the mount bank saves you very often. We do not have.
I use exactly this Paragon nowadays. Exactly the same
shield anymore, but trust me, being able to move out of the battle is very often more valuable than having that shield. Gems. I will give you a short gem strategy for that or similar builds afterwards. Just
I just have like some questions here regarding like the Battle Guard and the Grim one. I know that the Grim gives you attack speed, so it makes like maybe your chains faster or maybe like your grab faster, but I'm not seeing it.
We want a defensive with the Battle Guard. Crit we want to have with the Royal. With the Pain Clasp, we have our permanent slow here from the Shackled Fate. That's cool. Then attack speed again is always nice on that build too. For the Eternal Wrath, Eternal Attributes go for the Wrath AoE. 4 out of 4 would be nice. A lot of passive damage when you pull people to you, grab them, and constantly deal that AoE 8 to 10k attack. That's
yeah,
awesome.
it's really good.
That as much as possible. So why is this again a switchable
Let's see Green playing.
It is based on the gems, on the other essences, on the whole setup of Reforges and everything of the classic Spartusk build. And when you start a game, check out the enemies roster. Check what enemies do you face for a battle.
Oh, he's going in.
Check if you know.
Okay, I never do this, man. I never do this.
Know those guys, if you know this.
But I know that maybe I should, because if you see like 4 or 5 barbs, like you shouldn't go for it, right?
It's a powerful barbarian.
You should go with the Spartus, most likely.
Powerful.
But I never do that.
Crusader, and then change those 2 essences, the helmet.
I always go like with the whatever I'm trying to play with.
Do you think you need Spartusk? Then go with those 2. Do you see a lot of enemy damage dealers on the team? Only 1 or 2 barbs, and you even know them, and they are not that strong, in your opinion. Or you
I wish, you know, chat, that we could have this NPC should have the armory. You know what I'm saying? Like, I should be able, if I wanted here, to change completely. Like I feel like that's will be the easiest way. Like it's such a clunky way to do things. Just give us like this girl with the armory. Like we already have it outside. Like I don't know why we don't have these inside the game, inside the
Then
BGs.
change to the grab, to the new main hand, because you can engage the enemy's backline more easy. You will have more impact with that build. You can switch it as you need it. You can always play the grab build, definitely.
Let's see it in action. I want to see.
Build, but sometimes
I want to
the
see what he
spot
does.
will help you more. Cool. So with
Okay, he
this
got
build,
like.
we
Oh
are getting
no!
kind of
I wanted to
all-round,
see some action, man.
which could have some impact on our
Okay.
gem strategy. That
I
we
wanted to
so
see
I
like the
tried
4-man knockback.
in this build, and that's what I play. So just my suggestion here to think into those 4 categories: defense gems,
Okay.
damage gems, utility gems, and critical hit chance gems. And I classified
okay.
some for you, which
Let me push
find
this
most
here.
interesting here. Defensive, the frozen heart.
So what do we have here? Defensive, frozen. The frozen one, the battle guard, the spiteful blood, and this is like Kirsling or something. Definitely spiteful blood, in my opinion. Like if you have to pick one, is spiteful blood. Like you can put it like as rank 1 if you wanted. For the damage, I feel like here, on this build in particular, I feel like Gloom Cask is really good. Void, I don't know about Void is always good. Fergus Frang is decent. Utility, because the thing is like I cannot pick a lot of like 5 stars, so my 2 choices are always always like these 2: Bloodsoaked Jade, Roiling Consequence, and if I had to have a third, will be the Starfire, or even Bottle Hope.
The Battle Guard, Spiteful Blood, and the Kill Sling, all very good, giving you a shield, damage reduction, some utility for not dying for the last primaries, and Kill Sling to just counter attacks
Yeah.
to immobilize your enemies. Damage, pretty easy. The Fang is a very cool damage gem, Pain Clasp as well. The Void Spark.
What is this
to
one?
do
This is a
those huge
cutthroat
hits
one,
on many
right?
Enemies, and the Gloom
The one that increases your crit whenever like you're behind the target.
Cask to do a heavy impact.
This in
on
PvP
one
may be
enemy
very
with
hard to control though.
primary attacks, cool gems for
Especially because you grab them, and I think when you grab them, most of the times they're gonna be facing towards you, right?
those builds here, for those generalized builds. Utility, Jade as a good combination of damage and movement speed. And we have the Starfire with the stun. We have the
Okay.
Storm Vault. with
So,
that
chat, we're
crazy
gonna
wall.
skip a bit because
Here,
I
the
am excited as hell to go. I feel like from here, if I had to pick, I will go with the Spiteful Blood, and then I'll go Fergus Fang, Pain Clasp, and maybe Gloom Cask. Definitely Blood Soak Jade, Starfire. I would not probably go the Storm, but the thing is like the Storm Vault together with the Roiling Consequence is not bad at all, because you have like the Firestorm, so it's a good combination. Then you have like the Grim one, which gives you the attack speed, which is like extremely good overall. And then these 2, like Mother's Lament and Roiling Consequence, I will not go with this one, in my opinion. For the Curse one, where
We
is
are
going?
coming back to the to a dash. We didn't
Oh,
have a
he's
dash for a
using the
long time, because
Tortured.
Some of you are playing Leap.
Oh,
with the
no,
damage
no, no. But okay, maybe 2 pieces Tortured. But the thing is, like, I really like the Ghost.
reduction, Eternal Attribute. There are nice builds out there with the Leap as well that are working good.
The thing is, like, to use the Immobilize chat, like, look at here. You gotta have 4 pieces. So you probably have to go like 4 pieces Tortured and 4 pieces Nettled. And I don't really know if I want to get rid of like the 16%. Nah, I don't think we'll
For
go with
this,
that.
The grab is a
I think
dash
we're
as
gonna keep with, like,
so
with 2
you can
pieces.
go with a 6-piece Tortured. That Tortured
Nah.
is really cool because it can immobilize the enemy, which helps you to
And I think it's going with the Arbinger. I'm already seeing, is Arbinger Tortured? Yeah.
deal more primary attacks. So it's a nice thing to do to
Let's see in the
pin
action.
enemies down at the location you want, and it's damage focus because of that.
Yeah, but you see, like there's no
Nettles
damage,
on the
man.
other side is a cool alternative.
There's no
It
damage
is
on
if
this
you're
build.
staying more
That's the
in
issue.
idle. You're having a lot of enemies around you.
See, I had exactly the same issue with when I played this.
With that passive damage, that AoE effect when you use a shield. We have a lot of shields.
But I know, like he said, like the thing is not about like doing damage. It is about controlling the idol. But still,
With the Warden, we have a shield. With the
I feel
Mountains,
like
we
I
have a
prefer
shield.
like to have something with a
There's,
slightly bit more
your
damage.
pet or anything. So a lot of shields that helps you to trigger the nettled. It's a very nice counter attack.
So, for example, if he was like in the middle of all those guys and he had like, for example, the cleave, man, those guys will be like almost, at least will proc like maybe some undying, some saviors, because he will just be doing like extremely good damage.
Combination with the counter attacks we already have, Chains, Berg Breaker, and that nettled works good in combination. Okay.
I also feel like if we had a version of a PvP like 3 versus 3, like arenas in World of Warcraft, something that is like once one dies, they die, this will be extremely good. But because it's a battleground and and there's like multiple people, there's a lot of AoE, I feel like spells like Ota, which has like giant radius, cleave, are better than this grab. But if I was playing a 3 versus 3, I would probably go with the grab in the pits, just because if you can strategize with your team, like imagine like you do a team like Wizard, Barb, and maybe a Tempest, for example. Like as a Barb, all you do is CC and you lock them inside the pit, and then you also do the stun, and then you have the Wizard that also comes like does the CC, and then you have the damage dealer, the Tempest, to just kill everyone. I feel like it'll be very exciting to use. But in Battlegrounds, like I don't know, I might change my mind if I try it again, but I didn't like it the first time.
You another possibility. You can now close the distance to enemies very good. So if you are a high resonance, if you are someone with a huge armor penetration, it could be really nice for you to look into more damage focused kind of builds
see.
here. So you have two
switches is bringing the
first,
see, I like way more that I like this version with the crit helmet. I feel like that's is a better pick than the one, because I know that 1 second it is nice, but 20% more crit, it is much better.
thing, you could switch to Harbinger instead. Going with that ambush functionality around the dash, getting a 10% cooldown reduction. On
I
the dash,
never played with Harbinger. I think
possibility of getting
I don't know. I kind of like the brawler more.
Damage and 20%. I think.
But it's interesting.
Crit chance.
And also, I'm thinking, chat, if you want to go like completely bonkers, you can also go with 4 pieces gloom, which adds like percentage damage and percentage crits. Like 4 pieces gloom, Harbinger, and your crit helmet, and you're gonna do insane amount of damage. Yo, Chris, thank you so much for the sub.
Again, that gets refreshed when you kill something. So it's a nice thing to improve your damage and get a killer in the enemy's backline. That can work pretty good. This together or separated, because I think it's not stacking, with the Krupa's Sneer, that gives you 20% crit chance as well. When the Harbinger is down, the Krupa's kicks in, or they are working in parallel, whatever. But you're getting a permanent improvement of your crit hit, and when you close the distance with a grab dash, you can deal a huge amount of damage. So it's a nice combination. But to do that, what do we need to deal damage? We need armor penetration. So here's
of course.
my little hack I promised you at the beginning.
Okay, what is it gonna say? I can I try to guess? Okay, the hack to improve your armor penetration. Okay, maybe Illic wearing, pushing only fortitude and willpower. Ebens, the legacy of Ordadrin. Maybe. What else can it be? Maybe okay. Maybe is only gonna use armor pen in his normal gems. Okay, he has to be one of these 3. I'm not seeing other ones.
Our legendary items, because every time we are looking at getting the
Crane, I saw
our
an item with vitality.
legendary items, because every time we
Okay, I know what he's using. He's using the item with vitality because he has Wrath of the Berserk. Okay, I'll give him a pass.
are looking
But
at
still,
getting
I will not
the
use that piece.
triple stat items with the triple attributes to giving us the highest combat rating and
Yeah.
everything. So every one of us having 8 pieces with the triple stat.
5,000 armor pen. Crane, you're a big boy.
But look at here, I have a 5,300 armor penetration.
Okay. The other thing is like you can go with the fortitude willpower on these green set items, but I don't think you should
4,400,
because of
armor.
combat rating. Yeah, I don't think he
I
is.
collected stuff. You have to see, both of those stats are very important for PvP and are built around you. Fortitude, many of you know this. So, we could switch all of our items.
No, don't do
versus
that.
2 stat items.
Don't do that. 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 You're gonna lose a lot of tankiness and damage. Don't do that. It's a bad
Focus
idea.
on the fortitude stat. Fortitude, strength, fortitude, willpower.
You're gonna bump a lot, but the reality is, chat, you don't need like I got around like 14,000 with everything, triple items. So you don't really need.
know this. So we could switch all of our items.
Yeah,
Fortitude,
you could, but
strength,
you shouldn't.
strength, fortitude, willpower, whatever.
Not only that, you lose substats. Okay, so please have that in mind. It's not only you're losing combat rating, which is also important for PvP, but also you're losing 1 or 2 substats
with the best possible
per piece.
additional attributes you can get, of course. And
And those substats, if you multiply like 16 pieces, because it's like 8 green and 8 the normal legendaries, with an extra substats, a 16 extra substats.
we get a huge boost of our fortitude. It's a heavy increase on that stat. And with that, losing a few hundred combat rating definitely, but still are very good, we are gaining 300 armor.
But the thing is, like, if you're a big whale, you kind of can get out of it with this. But if you're a free-to-play or less spender, please don't.
And 300 armor penetration, which is a huge step. You know how expensive it is to get 300 additional armor penetration. So think about this hack. I think it can improve your PvP a lot. It will let you deal a lot more damage and more critical hits. Check it out. Try it. For me, it works pretty good. That combat rating decrease
For me, made me. I tried this in before, and I had discussions with other PvP players, and the conclusion that we reached was that this works, especially if you're a whale, but still, like the combat rating, like having 10% more tankiness. So if the other guy has less 200 combat rating than you, or something like that. It's something like very minor. You're gonna have 10% more damage over him, and he's gonna do 10% less damage on you. So it's like the gap between you guys is like 20%. It is huge.
A big difference, and when I crit hit, I really hurt like hell, especially for hammer builds. This hurts like hell. You get 50 to 100k more damage from time to time. So try it out. In my opinion, it's a good thing. I'm not that deep into any technical, so if you have any concerns about the combat rating, tell me. I'm happy to discuss. Maybe we can even
I just said it.
Discord channel. But I think, as I tested it, for me it works out pretty good. Try it out. Those stuff gets found pretty quick, because we all are getting a lot of legendaries here, and we're only looking for the best and big stuff. So that 2-stat ideally 2
so the thing is, like, the 2 stats is always like a good beginning, you know. Like, if you don't, for example, when you're farming for the green set items, you should always go for the fortitude and willpower first, and then you try to get lucky and you get like the perfect item, which is like fortitude, willpower, and strength with the triple substats and the triple like the triple sockets.
stats 2 attributes items will get shredded anyway. We will not use them. They will go into the waste bin. But if you save 8 slots on your treasure, chest. For that items, you can get into a crazy damage dealer build very fast.
Okay.
That are my 2 cents on the current PvP status. On the current
Sounds good,
builds
man.
we have. I know
Was a great video,
there are a
man.
lot of variation, and I love your
I loved especially like the first part where it shows and showcase like all the metas. Like we had the idol Oda, we had like the stone wall, we had the cleave, the Spartusk, and then we have like this new grab one. So I really liked it. I really liked the video. I hope you guys also enjoyed it. So drop him a like if you still didn't. Give him a subscribe, because like Master Crane, if you like Barb, you know how it is. So thank you for watching. Catch you guys next one. Peace. So guys, it is time to go and let's try, man. Let me see the build. Chat, we're gonna try this build. Okay, it is pretty much the build that I use with the pit. Okay. I think I know what to do. So let's boot the game. It is time to go and actually try to see if it is working well. What it is? What is the game? What is the game? Okay. Boom. Booting it up, chat. Booting it up. It's time. It is time. It is time to play some games. Today I played in the morning, man. I crushed it, chat. I literally crushed it. So I will say, chat, that my prediction is that this is not gonna be a good spec for me as a player. Okay, I'm not saying it's not because it's just like everything about it, it doesn't fit a lot my play style. And I felt like it was a bit clunky whenever I tried it in the past, and I think it's gonna be the same thing now. But you never know until you try it. But if not, chat, we can always go with the Chains Ota, man. The Chains Ota are extremely strong. And you know what? He only became stronger now because Spartusk is dog. If Spartusk was not like as bad as it is, then man, I kind of miss Spartusk, to be honest. It was a fun time. But I'm also glad, you know what? Sometimes I'm also glad that we have a change, you know? Changes are good. Okay, let me actually go here. Let me do some changes. Like we put here some sound. Go here. Boom, boom. Okay, awesome. So let's go into this. It is time. You know what? I should have done another another thumbnail for this, just for this. So go here. Oh, I don't have heals. Oh my god, that we have a normal gem and I don't have heals. Okay, it is what it is, chat. It is what it is. So essence transfer. We go here. We're gonna go with these. This is fine. We're just gonna switch out this for the grab. Then we're gonna switch out this for the lacerate. Okay, rending bite. And then this one is for the falling thunder. And I think that's pretty much the build. So now we're gonna go here. We're gonna switch the skills. So we put the grab instead of the hammer, and that's it. That's it, chat. Bro, do you still need the lament if we have rolling? I mean, both of them are extremely good together. Like, the only way you're gonna switch your mother's lament is like very late in the game, whenever you have like a 5 out of 5, like rank 5 or rank 6 gem, you know. Like, otherwise the mother's lament, the crit is the best stat in the game, alongside like movement speed. Okay, are they trying to catch us up, chat? I want to know. Oh my god, we have 3,500 rating. Okay, we are creating some distance, chat. We are creating some distance. Also, we have James in the chat. Since Blizzard apparently wants Necros to be melee, can we get the same damage reduction in BGs? I mean, if you have like same, like Necros are not supposed to be melee. It's just like the way you guys are making the builds, right? But definitely, I feel like a bit tanky with dots. Necromancer is very, very dangerous. I like Necromancer also. Whenever I played it, I think it was fun. But I didn't have like my character like that well built, you know? Thanks to you, I'm a top 3 barbarian. Let's freaking go, Wolf. That's how it is. Let's see if we actually can do anything with this build. I'm gonna follow the steps of Master Crane and we're gonna test it out. What do you had for lunch? I literally just had a samosa, like right here. Like my wife made for the first time. It was extremely good. First time ever with 55 win rate. Next season, you're gonna be even higher. Believe me. Okay, so the grab is not bad though. But I don't think I'm gonna go with the Harbinger, you know? I think we're gonna keep... What else can I change? I don't think we change anything else. I think like we are good because we have the Nettle. 6-piece Nettle, 2 Ghosts. Okay, that's what I like to run. Like this is also very good for you to become a bit more tanky. But I feel like we need to adjust here the sockets because let me see. So this adds damage. I don't want the damage. We're gonna remove here. And this is gonna give us what? Please tell me it's gonna give us cooldown on the grab. Cooldown, please. No damage. Why damage? Okay, we go with the damage there because I think it might be better. So now I also gonna go here. We're gonna put another gem. We're gonna go with a 3 out of 5, so we get like a bit more resonance, and we add the roiling consequence as an auxiliary, and now we just bumped to 950 resonance. Yo, Blacklist, what's up? Boom. So we're trying a new build. We are literally trying a new build right now. New is the new the new grab. How long did it took you to get a reasonable boost on your warband tableau? You're talking about this. I mean, you just have to do it every week. You know, you get together. You always have. Please don't miss a week. Always cap your warband activity. It is super important. But I feel like after a while, then you lose like the boost. In the beginning, it's very easy because you get like a lot of combat rating. But now, if I try to upgrade my ancestral tableau, I even get a decay. You know, because I'm above the server ancestral tableau. So if you're below 1,400, you're gonna get like a boost. You know, like you're gonna get the catch-up mechanic working for you. Okay. First try with a grab shot. You go 1,000. Yeah, every week. Yeah, always, all the time. So the way you do is do some dungeons, do the raids and do the dungeons with a few dungeons with your warband members, and it's done. You know. Let's go. We got this, chat. We got this. 100%. Okay. So on this build, it's pretty much all about the last raid, right? Okay. Let me go there. Let me fight. Okay. Okay, this guy, I think, is playing the auto build. Okay, they already triggered my... This is not good. Okay, stun, stun. Okay, oh my god, he got sprint. He has sprint, chat. He has the sprint. Let me try to catch him. Oh my god. Oh, the grab. The blades, chat. Oh my god. You guys saw the grab? The max range grab. Holy moly. Oh, that was dope. That was dope. Boom. Okay, that was a max range grab right there. Oh my god. That was cool. That was cool to see. If it was not for the grab, that guy was gonna run away. Boom. Okay, but you see, I don't know if this guy is playing the grab also, but it felt like... Okay, let me run. I think I'm gonna die, chat. Okay, let me heal. Let me heal. We have Undying now. When are you gonna go switch class? Whenever there is nothing interesting on Barb. That's pretty much my answer. Boom. Let's go here. Chat, I have to say something to you. I'm gonna be honest. And you know, I went Crusader and I was leveling up the Crusader instance, okay? But I feel I don't see any reason for me to play Crusader right now. Crusader right now in Battlegrounds is like literally dog shit. So I think that we're gonna go with the second option that you guys wanted, and I might go Tempest. It's been a while. We played a tanky class, and now maybe we're gonna play maybe a backline class. Let me go here. Okay, chat. Yeah, this grab thing is not for me, man. I don't like this build at all. It's not the build itself. It is the grab. I feel like I would rather 100% having the Ota than this. You know what I'm saying? Or the pit. Or the pit, man. Nah. I don't like the I think it's very limiting. Like when I see the because you have to understand, to use the grab, you are removing one skill out of your bars, right? So imagine we are trading right now the pit or the Ota. You know what I'm saying? We are training those two for like a dash with the stun. So what I'm saying is, like, I feel like it's limiting a lot the impact that I'm having as a Barb. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I cannot, because if I go with a pit, I feel like I can go inside here and I can be tanky. But if not, like, okay, I stun him for like half second, and then what? And then what, chat? What do I do after? Yeah, we stun him for half second. The damage is not impressive. Also, it is like a one-time thing. Let's go here. Like, it can still do a few things, but... Okay, let's try to push this guy out of the idol. Okay. Oh my god, so close to have the Undying. So close to have the Undying right there. Yeah, chat. I mean, everyone has their own playstyle. It doesn't mean like this is a bad build. It just means like maybe is a bad build for my playstyle. You understand? And then sometimes it is what it is. Okay, let me try to push him out. Well, I'm trying to push him out of the idol so we can keep pushing. Let me try to heal. Heal still with the Undying. This is really good. Okay, let's go here. Keep pushing. Okay. Oh my god. Push him out. Push him out. Okay, kill him, kill him, kill him. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Push him out. Push them out. Okay, we got it. We got it, chat. Okay, first win of the day. What are you guys thinking, chat? What about that spear guy? Totally forgot the class name when they buff someday. Oh, the Blood Knights. I don't think they were gonna buff. I don't think they care enough, though. You know what I'm saying? So let's go here. Just what they are doing? Just focus on the idol, bro. Let's go for the idol, bro. Okay, we got the win, but it is the. I'm gonna give you one more shot. It is the same feeling as I had before, chat. Is first, if we are losing Ota and we are losing Or the Pit, and I feel like those two spells are stronger than the grab. Then the grab, it is a bit clunky. I still feel it, like, because like a lot of times there's like this weird thing, like it just feels like it doesn't work like properly. I don't know if it's the server lag or whatever it is, but I gotta say, like, that dash in the beginning was pretty nice. Killing that bar with a max range dash was cool. So even though you can push people out of the idol with the grab, you have to understand that you also go out. So whenever you go out with the other guy, the idol goes backwards. And the good thing about the pit that I like about the pits is, like, a lot of times I can put the pits in a position that I'm inside the idol and the other guy is outside the idol and he cannot enter. But it definitely requires a bit more brain to play with that build than the normal typical barbarian build. So the shall I go like super damage dealer? I don't know. I don't. Okay, let's give it one more shot. One more shot, chat. If I feel exactly the same way, we may go Ota. Let me try to kill these before the Q. Okay, we got the extra dust. This is not your build? Yeah. No, it's not. No, listen. It's important for me as a content creator to also check, new ideas. Is because like you always have to be open for new things. And nothing like to test. Like if you don't test other people's theories, you can never improve. So this version that he did, it is definitely a better version than the one I was trying, because I was trying with the Grump Stump and this, and it was not working like very well. With the chains works better, but the thing is, like, do you want to chains with the Ota or the pit, or do you want with the grab? You know what I'm saying? So chat, 1-0, right? So far, not bad. Good start. Okay, we have 1-0. And it was a roughy one. They had like some good players on that one. Okay, second try. By the way, look how big my immortal cloak is right now. Like massive, massive. Okay, let's try here. Oh my. Okay, I literally just fucked up. Okay, this was dumb. 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 I literally just dashed on top of them, and then I realized that, oh my god, I just messed up. Like in theory, chat, this seems like a good spec. Like the idea of the answers, not the build. The idea of the answers. But then I don't know, man. Let me stun. Okay, killed him. Okay, let me try to stun this demon hunter. Okay, killed him. Stun him. Oh my god. Okay, he died. At least he died. Not bad there. Chat, why they are pushing like nobody cares? There's no one here. Okay, gonna put the shield. Big damage. Boom. Okay. That was a nice grab into the stun. Push him against. Nah, man. Look at this. Like, there's nothing I can do now. See what I was saying? Like, most of the dashes that you're gonna do knockback are single targets. You know? Okay. So okay, chat, you guys saw what I said by being clunky? The demon hunter was here. I forwarded him in front to that wall, and the guy came back. That's so weird. Like that's what I was talking about, like the clunkiness of this spec. It is exactly this. I love Crane, but this is not for me, man. And now I will say that the Ota with the chains is so much better. Like, so much better than this. But I like to see that they are trying to bring like new stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's nice. It's nice to see like they are trying to change a bit the meta, because the meta has been the same for the longest time, man. Okay, you see these? I don't know, man. It doesn't work like properly. Stun, nice stun. Boom. Okay, Undying Rage. Okay, this guy is dead. I'm gonna try to heal. They are pushing a lot the other side, man. Okay, who's coming here? Oh, this is the monk. This is the monk. Let me try to do some clutch play here. Okay, we have this demon hunter. I just have to kill the demon hunter. Man, I don't have damage, bro. There is no damage, man. Nah. There is no damage. No. Like, that guy is a newbie, by the way. Like, it's the lowest resonance on... I should be doing, like, way more damage there. I don't think we'll be able to defend. Okay, let's go here. Stun. Grab. Let me be inside. I have to be inside the idol. Stun the barb. Stun the guy. Oh my god, see? What happened there? Okay, this has to be maybe with immunity to CC or something. Because this should not happen. Like, the guy, I do the grab and he doesn't move. Do you guys think he has to do with the immunity to CC or something? No, but Monk doesn't have immunity to CC, so it doesn't make any sense. Oh, they are pushing hard, chat. Oh my god. They are pushing so hard. Okay. I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best. Man, this ring is rough. This ring is really rough. I can only be here and that's it. That's it. That's the only thing I can do is stay there and die for the cause. Die for the cause. Chat, we tried. Okay, it is fine. All we need to do is swap builds and everything's gonna be fine. It's not a big deal, chat. It's not a big deal. Bro, this monk is crazy. It is tanky like hell. It is like super tanky. Okay, they exposed the... Oh my god, bro. Seriously. Yeah. Like, I feel like super weak. Super weak. No, I have rage. No. I go rage. I go rage. Oh my god, I have to go rage, chat. I gotta go rage. And then we switch for the ulta. Yeah. No, I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. I wish I could recommend it, man, but I can't. It doesn't have the seal of approval, this one.
I have much to show. At least you are.
Okay, let me go here. Let me switch for the lace breaker. Go. Let me ask for invite. Just gonna do the raids. How many monks? I think it's because they are using like this evasion. There's like this new thing that they are stacking up evasion, and that's giving them a lot of shields and a lot of like survivability overall. You know, that's why. Let me go here. Chat, is the volume of the game like too loud? I think it's too loud, right? Maybe I can lower it a bit. Okay. Let's go here. Oh, this is like the new boss. If you guys haven't seen the Inferno 3 boss, that is... Let's go maybe with 10%. Let me do the standard. That's all I'm here for. Yeah, chat. Oh, see? These are the raids. This is how epic the raids are now. You literally just stand here for 1 second and they are dead. This is the Inferno 3 last boss. How exciting. I mean, at this stage, I kind of rather like this so I don't waste a lot of my time. But I kind of wish that raids used to be... you could be like a bit more challenging. And so I would... The switch I will do is I would make the rewards more exciting. I would put it like once a week, and I'll make the bosses more challenging. So it's like you're gonna spend slightly a bit more time killing them, but you're gonna get better rewards. You know? Have you done I haven't done like a G3 yet. To be honest, it's because I don't really care. That's the honest truth. Like, I feel like the Gauntlet 3, the thing is, I just don't think it's fun. You know? And overall, like, you never gonna have a good PvE scene in this game because of combat rating system. They had to almost redo the whole PvE system to, like, combat rating. It is such a bad mechanic in this game that it is super annoying. It doesn't make sense that, oh, you're below 50 combat rating. Okay, now you're gonna get 800% more damage on your face. Or you're gonna do like, oh, I'm missing 30 combat rating. Okay, you're gonna do 60% less damage. Like, how does that make any sense, bro? It's content plus the cosmetic wrap. It's kind of cool. I mean, yeah, I guess so. The good thing is, like, is a one-time thing. I will do it most likely, but not yet so far. Maybe in the future. Maybe I'll do it on the stream. I don't know if I go. Almost like, probably I'll go with like support barb or something. I think that's what if I do it, I go with the support barb to boost the DPS. Because barb doesn't do, like, barb does nice damage, but it's better if you just buff like the Tempest or the Demon Hunter or even the Necromancer. So you can have like an attack buff with your head. You can put the Sunder, which increases 30% more damage on the boss. And you can have like the shoulders, if you use the Whirlwind, is gonna increase the crits that people are gonna do versus the boss. They nerfed the last boss in G3. Okay, so now it's like a piece of cake to do it. They nerf or they fixed it, because what I heard was like it was bugged, but I'm not like 100% sure if that's that's accurate. So if it's fixed, fine, but if it was nerfed, maybe not fine. So how many are left? I think there is one more boss, right? Yeah, this is the last one. Now it takes us what, 5 minutes to do this? Maybe a bit more. They oh, it was one, oh, they one-shotted now. I will 100% try. I will remove the combat rating if I had the power inside this game. I will definitely make the scaling like Diablo 4, for example. On Diablo 4, you can be like super under geared, and if you're like skilled enough, you can still beat like very high level contents. That's cool. That's like really, really cool. I wish I could have that inside this game, but you can't, just because of the combat rating, you know. That's just how it is. Okay, so chat, time to go. I'm gonna do a few games with the Ota build, and we're gonna see the difference. We're gonna see the difference. Let me say thanks to my warband. Thank you guys once again. Easy games, easy life. Okay, where is the Ota? Ota chains. Ota chains. Here we go. Here we go again. This, for me, I think is my new favorite build. I think this is it, chat. I feel like this. No, wait. What happened? No, it's not this one. Um, chains. Why is the stump there?
Another tale to unravel.
What happened there?
Another tale to unravel.
Armory,
At least you are not.
chains, override. Okay. Something was wrong. Something was clearly wrong. Like, one thing that I have to fix on my build, it is this. Is the Berserker Eye. I feel like I kind of want to create... I'm gonna do like probably entrophic for the skill damage to boost my hammer. And also I think I have a charm that is gonna boost my hammer too. Let me go here. Let me go to the stash while we're in queue. By the way, chat, do you guys like the new format that I make, like the builds? I try to make it like slightly a bit more entertaining though. Undying Rage, Grab, Lacerate. Oh, okay, we're definitely gonna go with this one. We definitely gonna go with this one. Okay. Oh, I cannot change equipments right now because we're in queue. Okay, it's fine. Okay, so we're gonna now test it out and see it for ourselves how it's gonna be. This is probably gonna be the last match. Today I'm a bit limited in time because I gotta go have a dinner with my family. And I thought the the video of Crane also took a bit longer than I expected, but it was cool. I liked it. Let me see, how is the video doing, by the way? How is the video doing? Okay, the video is not doing bad. The new one, nice. I also recorded like another one, so tomorrow, chat, you guys gonna have the platinum guide, so have that in mind. It's coming tomorrow, platinum guide. Let's go. Okay. Okay, we have one guy here. Only one guy. Okay. Okay, this guy is already procced. Okay, these guys are tanking me. Is not a good idea. Not a good idea to just face tanking me. Okay, I have to run. Okay, they killed me. Spartas is like is more like 19 seconds in BG's spite. Is 19 seconds? I mean, if you have like 30% cooldown reduction. I thought it was someone told me that when I tested it, I also thought it was like 19 but I thought it was like 19 or 20 because I only had 20%. I was not capped out. Okay, the guy is trying. But look, like, I feel like so much more powerful, man, with this. Like, so much more powerful. And by the way, hello, Aaron. What's up, man? Let's go. Let's go. Oh, this guy's from my old guild. I don't even know where is he. Okay, push him. Okay, we got the gladiator. We got the glad. Boom. Okay, I gotta run. Gotta run. Okay. Before I died, I still managed to do some Mota. I still managed to do like a bit of damage there. Let's go. Okay, go. Always go for the wizards, man. Always go for the wizards. You know how it is. Let me heal. Okay. Shield. I'm only using the ultimate for the shield, by the way. Bro, what? This wizard is so annoying. Let me kill him. Okay, we kill the wizard. We go here for the pot. We're gonna try to heal and go back to the idol. Okay, a queen. A low queen. I don't know what queen was thinking, but hey. By the way, if you guys don't know, Drama Queen, she is from our server. She's the big boss from the Discord server. She's playing Zayder, which is a big mistake. I don't know why she's playing still Zayder. That class obviously is not good. Like, how can you play Zayder whenever you have Barbarian? That's like superior in every single way right now. Oh my god, that guy is doing so much damage. Takeko. Oh my god, that was wild. Okay. Let me go. They are jumping like crazy. Let me go heal. Let me go heal. Why I feel like we have AFKs? It feels like we have some AFKs with us. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Oh, okay. We got Savior. Savior. At least we do some damage, which is nice, you know? I think like I'm on a very, very weak team. I think this might be a lost chat. Like, how can they not kill these? Seriously. Oh! You guys saw that damage? Tell me that you saw that. Tell me that you saw that. Oh my god. The damage was crazy there. The damage was crazy. Let me try to heal. Bro, nobody is on the other side. Nobody is on the other side. This. Oh my god, seriously, man. What a team. What a team, chat. What a team. Let me kill. At least let me kill. Let me kill a few more so I don't feel as bad. Okay, kill it, dead. The thing is like the barbs, man. The barbs go here, we cannot do anything. Yeah, so even though we was a lost chat, 100%, it is just a more impactful spec to play. 100%, you guys, you know, if you guys want to try Crane's one, go for it. It is still viable. It was just like not my thing. So with this is gonna be it for now. For today, I'm gonna have dinner with my family, and I also hope that you guys can also have a good dinner if you still didn't had, or a good lunch, or whatever it is. So with this, Annette, we're just gonna finish the stream. So with this, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.